Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'd like to thank Jenna Marbles for the inspiration for my name. She always called beauty YouTubers, so this one's to you, girl. I'm just going to do get ready with me videos. Today I'm going to be using the Blood Sugar palette, hence my shirt, by Jeffree Star. Already dipped into mine pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to start off with my eyes like I always do, and I'm a pretty simple bitch. I just like to use my concealer. Just kind of rub that in. So I think I'm going to do a bright pink look. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, but I'm going to start with the shade Cavity. I'm starting with the bright color right on top of the concealer because I have to work tonight and I want that shit to stay. I've used this palette a lot, and the pressed pigments, like this one, definitely stain, but I don't really care. The fact that the palette is cruelty-free is more important to me than the fact that it stains my eyeballs. So you might be thinking, you're going to work wearing this. The hell do you do? Are you a pole dancer? No, Bree is not a pole dancer. Bree is a waitress. But I get to wear button-downs and jeans and all that fancy shit. And I like to do something to feel like a lady. My creepy boss told me he likes it, so it works. So I think I'm going to go in with Root Canal, this nice bright purple, and then go in on top of it a little bit closer to the lash line with Coma afterwards. So this is Root Canal, Coma. Throw it. I really like the mirror in this palette. I'm trying to look at the monitor so it's easier to see what I'm doing, but I do use it often. It is heavy, but I'm obsessed with the fact that it's just so sturdy, so I don't really care. I'm that weirdo out there who actually dailies this palette. Bless ladies, I don't know if anybody else has done this, but I like to play this game with my man, where I'll literally text him, pick a color. Whatever color he picks, I have to base my eye look off that. So our new game is themes. The last time, the theme was meatball. Guess what palette I got to use? Okay, so Coma, for some reason, is really stiff. So, you really gotta kind of dig into it. Excuse me, smoker's cough. I'm not sure if mine's just pressed harder, but I'd rather that than a ton of kickback. But there's just something different about this shade. I've been using this same crown brush. Doesn't say what it is. I'm sure I got it in a BoxyCharm. I get all my brushes in BoxyCharms because a girl don't have money for that. Well, I lie. I don't get all of them in BoxyCharms. Just most of them. So that'll kind of pack that down. I'm going to get a different brush though. I want something a little denser. What do I want? What do I want? I'm going to use the Vintage Cosmetic Company Step 3 Go Girl Go. Looks like this. It's a little dense brush. And then I'll be able to use this on my waterline because I'm lazy. I like to reuse brushes. I don't got time to dip in again with a fresh brush. I'll reuse the same 3. Alright, so I'm wiping off the excess on this little beauty towel I keep handy from that original crown brush. And then I'm going to take a little bit of glucose, which is a lovely white. It's just maybe slightly off-white. It's perfect. I love it. I'm going to blend that into my brow bone so I can smooth out all these edges. Now, I have a terrible habit of getting my eyeshadow way too close to the bridge of my nose. I go back in when I do my foundation and concealer and cover that, so don't worry about it. If you aren't good at being neat like me, that's what concealer's for. I also cover it with highlight, because girl, you can cover everything with highlight except pimples. But at least they'll be sparkly pimples. Going back in with glucose. I picked up a little bit too much. I just smoked, so I'm kind of mashing it, but you know, just flick it off. It's whatever. Go back in. Go over it a little bit. There you go. Like it never happened. So that's nice. Blown out, but I want to go over this edge because I have a hooded eye and it kind of like doesn't like to take the pigment there the way I blend it out originally usually. So I usually have to go in and touch that up, but you kind of just have to find your little problem area. Go back in with the shadow. These shadows are really colored well, pigmented well, but you do have to make sure you pack them on well, or slightly patchy. It doesn't really show up. But I can tell when I really look at them, so they're not bad. They're wonderful in my opinion. So now I'm going to take that little shader from the Vintage Company and go under here. Oh, and I'm going in with Coma, the dark purple shade. You can tell I've played with these purples a lot, but I'm kind of obsessed with them because I have green eyes. So I'm going to go under it with that brighter purple color, Root Canal. Try not to drop the palette. Tap off a little excess. Just for a nice little bright shadow. Woo, raccoon! Alright. Close that girl up. Now, rolling up my sleeves for some concealer. By the way, I use this is the same stuff I used on my eyes, the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer from Maybelline. I love this. I go through a million of these, but they last a decent amount of time for how much concealer I put on my face. because for some reason I think I'm a drag queen. I mean, I have an adopted gay child. Not literally, but consider myself his mother. I mean, hell, when the mystery boxes came out, we bought all 3 and split it. It was so fun. It's perfect. Gave him some of the stuff I already had. It's my child. I am his mother. Poor little gay thing. It's conservative Christian parents. But he loves Jeffree as much as me. Okay. So my daily concealer, I live by this. I have like combination oily, like my T-zone, probably the oiliest, but my cheeks can be a little drier. I use the Revlon Color Stay Makeup Normal Dry. This is like the older looking packaging. I've also seen it in a slightly different packaging. I like this better than the Candid. I wore the Candid and it looks nicer initially, but it doesn't wear as well. And I think this might just be more catered to my skin type, because I tend to lose my foundation where I sweat, like around my nose first. Hate on foundation lips. And sometimes I will actually clean mine. But usually, I just let them be, because the lipstick will show up more pigmented. But to each his own. Okay. This is OG as hell. I use Airspun powder because I got money for that. I like to use the pointed end because it gets up in them corners, but going on my chin with the flat side between my eyebrows, because I like a little extra powder there, because that's where it tends to break. So I like to lock it in as much as I can, especially because I covered all of it with concealer. Like, I kind of just go over everywhere I put concealer. Oh, look at this nifty little thing I got at TJ Maxx. So it just sits there. Now, what highlight do I want today? Alright, we're going to use 2. So, I have the Skin Frost and Lavender Snow. And I have the Supreme Frost and Hypothermia. Honestly, even though this one was more, I like this one better. I'm obsessed with the mirror in it. If I'm on the go, I can do my makeup in this mirror. It's big enough. And this one, I have to use my sponge or my finger or it doesn't go on. This one, I can use like a nice dense brush. Not so much a highlighting fan. They're not loose enough, in my opinion, because I like it to really show up. I use this Luxie 512 Small Contouring. I've never used this to contour. I've only ever used it for highlighting and blushing. That's way too tiny for me to contour. Like, I like a blown out bronzer. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to go in. Actually, no. I'm going to put on Hypothermia first. I love, like, look at the detail though. The little logo on the inside. I love it. Just kind of like stamp it on there. And at this point, like, my beauty blender is not super wet. It's a little damp and I've already had powder on it, so it's like, it's good. Because I wouldn't want it too wet because I'd be afraid it would like kind of break my foundation. I'm totally going to turn the beauty lights off at the end so you can check out this highlight though, because it doesn't do it justice. Okay, girl, calm down. I'm going to work. Alright, now I'm going to go in with Lavender Snow and that Luxie brush right here. Right on my nose, my lip, chin. Girl. Okay. Little much. Okay. So, when you hit your vape too many times, and you decide to go too heavy on your highlight, this is what you do. You blend that shit out. A little bit. Go blend it. Take it, blend it. You can dip in that powder a little bit. While I'm at it, I'm getting this powder off, because you don't want to be cakey, girl. You don't want to be cakey. Alright, that's better. Now it's kind of like there, but not as... Like this one time I came into work, and my 60-some-year-old male boss looks at me and goes, "You have a silver line on your cheek?" And I said, "Thanks, fam. Thanks for looking out." He didn't even know he was telling me to blend my highlight. Probably thought I didn't mean to put it there. Poor man. Alright, so, what do I want to wear? I know what I want. I'm gonna use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula that everybody is in love with. However, I will tell you what I am not in love with this bronzer, because here, let me show you an example. Okay, I did just stick my finger into it, but I took this to Minnesota with me. I took this to Minnesota with me, and when I was flying with it, it cracked the top and broke into 2 pieces, and I had to take it off, so it lives in my vanity now. And half of what I like about this is how it seems to be travel sized, but I don't recommend traveling with it at all. If you don't travel with it and you don't like throw it, because I dropped another one and it completely cracked the pan and I just bought it. Like, it's buttery. It's fucking buttery. You can't throw it. The plastic, it's not brie proof. Anyway, this one was in the shade Deep Bronzer, so I don't always love to use this anyway. It depends what I'm wearing if I really want to deepen it up. I don't know. I'm feeling more subtle bronzer lately because I'm orange enough from tanning and going to the beach. I don't need to be super orange, you know? I don't need everybody thinking I'm from Jersey. No hate on Jersey, but I'm not from Jersey. Anyway. Oh, this is another brush I just bought at Sally's because packaging. Anyway, Beauty Secrets F6 Small Cheek Brush. It's nice and fluffy, and it's pretty like angled, so that helps. You can like kind of pinch it if you really want it sharp, but I kind of like to use it sideways and blow it out. Kind of swirl that bitch. You gotta really blend out Physicians Formula bronzer too. Otherwise, sometimes it can look a little chalky. You wanna work her in. I like to go light on my forehead with it too. Alright, now I am debating what blush I would like to use. So don't judge me because this compact is totally filthy because it's gotten much love, and it's also in one of my, I don't want to call it a junk drawer, but like, it's a junk drawer. It's from Note. I've never used anything else from them. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's Luminous Silk Compact Blusher in 05 Desert Rose. It's just got a really nice like peachy color to it. I don't have any. Okay, I think I'm back at the same spot. I don't know. I ran out of camera space. Anyway, so this is from Note Cosmetics. It's a nice peachy color. Anyway, I'm using the same brush I used to contour. And I'm going to tap off a little excess because, ooh girl, you don't want too much. And I put on my bronzer and my highlight first so that I can just kind of blend it through. I like a touch everywhere. Just a touch. I don't dip it in. You don't want to like dip it in and do that. But, you know, add a little flush of pink to the bronze. Make it look believable. Alright, girl. Sick of looking at myself without brows, but I always do them at the end of all this because I'm always excited to set my face. It's my favorite part. Alright, I'm going to zoom in. Ooh. So, I've been using the same stupid e.l.f. I shouldn't say stupid because it's my favorite pencil. Brow pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. That is not going to work. I'm an idiot. Anyway, it's got a nice little spoolie on the end. I've never broken a spoolie on this. People say that Anastasia Brow Wizzes break spoolies. Why would you pay $22 for it? This is $2. And I watched Tati Westbrook's video, and Jessica Alba uses this. You want to use the same pencil as Jessica Alba? $2. Lasts longer than any other pencil I tried at the drugstore. Well, I should say Walmart. I gave up after I found this. Anyway, so I just shape out the outside first. And mind you, I don't get my brows done professionally. I razor them with those simple little like 3-pack eyebrow razors. I've been using one from Ardell. So I have little stubbles. But that is what concealer's for. Got dark in here all of a sudden. It's raining now. Holy shit. Excuse the lighting. Alright. So that's it. I don't do anything else. Really simple. Brows ain't my thing. Whatever. Okay. Zooming out. So, last but not least, mascara and lips. So I just got this. It's the, well, I should show you the whole packaging together because it's gorgeous. The Big Ego mascara from Tarte. Matches my eyes. I'm in love with it. I just want to look at it all day. Anyway, I've loved hot pink since I was a teenager. Okay, so I just got this. This is the first time trying it. Everything else I've used, I've tried. But, to be honest, I'm not amazed. Yeah. Not amazed. Okay. Well, it'll be a lovely little pretty artifact. Anyway, so I think, oops, what do I want today? I'm thinking, ooh, I know what I want. Just bought this combination. These are both Milani lips. Look at them together. They look like they were made for each other. And look, just look at all their packaging. I love Milani. I'm using a setting spray from them too. Anyway, so this is a lip topper. It's called the Hypnotic Lights. This one is in the shade Luminous Light 4. And then this lip is 60 Matte Innocence. I think both of these together were only around $9. So I really wanted to get this glitter lip from Jeffree Star, but a homegirl didn't have $18 to blow. I'm sorry. Rent was due. So I still bought the clogs. The sliders. Sliders. So anyway. I'm not amazed with the formula of this lip. Because if you look at it, it's kind of chalky. And I tried it without the foundation because I wanted to blame it on that. And I used my lip scrubby, which I'm too lazy to use today. But if you top it with this, it's perfect. And it stays pretty well. And this topper is amazing because unlike a gloss, it dries down so you don't have that on your lips all day. Alright, time for setting spray. This is my first use of this. Okay, anyway. Shake a bitch. And that completes this look. Well, that completes my first video. If you liked it, tell me what you liked. Tell me what you want to see more of. Subscribe. Ring the bell. I like making videos. I've made videos for other things in the past, so I think I'll probably be on here pretty often, and I'm constantly buying new makeup, and I always get BoxyCharms, so lots of fun ideas. Let me know.